Blessings. Can you hear me now?
Yes. What's up, Anchor family? I just want to say Happy New Year's, Anchor family. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know, this season 3, we're going to kick this off, man. I just want to say Happy New Year's, Anchor family, man. We made it. You know, this is DeMarcus Brewster. This is the host of such an amazing podcast, Seeking Knowledge. And, man, I got this guest on, man. It's like a brother. I met him on this OWL app, man. Y'all need to tap into this OWL app, man. This brother is so amazing. Like, he's knowledgeable. Like, he got so much talent. Like, I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man.
What's going on? 2023 is here. We are here, back on the other side of the sunshine. We live in life large, you know what I'm saying? The Right Warrior in the building, Govey, Dwight Thompson, representing for the 954-305-561-786. Let's go. What's going on, DeMarcus?
Man, I'm good, brother. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, brother, to just come on, man, and share this knowledge, man. And it's an honor, bro. Like, cause when I look, y'all, family, when I met this brother, man, like, and when he found out, we finally linked up and had the little one-on-one. Like, I'm like, man, this he's amazing. Like, while I'm talking, y'all, look, check this out. Look, he's not called. He don't have that. He don't have that name for a reason. He's dope. Like, what I'm in constellation about putting a plan together for one of my books. Like, we talking. The whole time we talking, while we talking, the plan was already done by the time we finished our conversation, and we had a amazing. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. The man, Dwight, Mr. Dwight Thompson, aka the Right Warrior. He already
the Right Warrior. Let's
put together. Conversation ended. He was emailing and sending me stuff while we were still talking. I was like, man, this brother is so amazing. Let me share your gifts, man. Like, let me stop talking.
Man, come on now, let's go. So what folks don't understand, right? Time is precious, time is limited. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I do my consultation by donation, I make sure I'm either in front of a computer or I got my second phone with my quick memo ready to go, because I'm typing away. Because as we are talking, I'm getting an idea or feel for what you want. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I operate with everybody. Because we could spend our time talking about sports. We could talk about, politics or pop culture or whatever. But a lot of times folks just want to get their own life together or advance their dream or use their talent. And that's what I'm here for. When I talked to God, he was like, listen, I'm going to let you do what you do, but you got to be able to give back to the culture. I'm like, bro, I need to feed the family. I need to put bread on the table. He's like, listen, I got you. This is what you do. You do your consultation, and whatever they want to pay, that's what you do. I'm like, okay. And then I was working on Fan Base with this young artist named Shay Shonette, and she had a similar concept too. You know what I'm saying? She was like, when I talk to people, I'm going to let them pay me for my time, whatever they think is best. And then when I turn around, I follow L.A. Russell, the young cat from Oakland, from over there in California, and he's doing pay as you may. You know what I'm saying? So where folks are like, okay, let's make sure that if we got knowledge we can share, we share it. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here trying to be life coaches. We're not saying we are like, business planners or whatever,
Right.
But we're saying that we have knowledge that we have gained through experience, through trial and error, and we're willing to share it if you just put a cup of tea for us. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to charge you arm and a leg. I can guarantee you, if you go out there, you go on Fiverr, you go on Indeed, LinkedIn, whatever you go on, folks are going to try to charge you tons of dollars to get the information I'm giving you now. Granted, when I'm talking about like writing or publishing or putting together a strategy to monetize your creative skill, I know you can research it through Google. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's there for. That's what YouTube is there for. But at the same time, sometimes you need someone to just like tap in to where you are, to who you are, and just give you that, listen, here's where you need to start, 1, 2, and then take it from there, because that's you.
Exactly. Facts. And look, you heard what the man just said, the words just said, look, he's taking donations. And while we on donations, Anchor family, y'all know, I don't ask for nothing, man. But this season 3, I'm trying to continue to spread these messages. If you feel, since it's New Year's, you feel in the giving spirit, my Cash App is $, capital D, capital B, R-E. It's D Brew. It's $, capital D, capital B, R-E-W-33. These messages, but enough with that. Like, the man is dope, man. And look, Mr. TheWriteWarrior, don't you? And then your daughter just released a project.
Come on now. So listen, here's what we did. So I kind of figured, you know what? My daughter's coming up, and whatever my parents did to get me to this point, they were fantastic. My parents are amazing. Divorced or not, they were amazing. But guess what? They were operating with the tools that they had. All of our parents were. So sometimes the tools were not sufficient, you know, especially now in the 2020s. Come on now. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. She's an artist. She likes to paint. I'm a poet. I like poetry. I'm like, let's find a website that we can monetize. Let's go and do some art. So we found poetryandpainting.com available. I'm like, lock it in, bet. Okay, let's get a Square together. You know, the little Square app, the little Square device that you can plug to your phone and take credit card charges. But it also allows you to set up items that you can purchase on your website. You know what I'm saying? So folks can go onto your website and pay for stuff. I'm like, okay, bet. So now I'm like, what's the next step? You know what everyone needs in their life? A calendar. So we did like 18 pieces of art. I made some nice, beautiful words to go along with the art. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that's like encouraging, incentivizing, you know what I'm saying? Something that make you think. And we made us a nice 18-month calendar that you can now get through lulu.com. Okay. So we use that system to actually put it together, and they'll print it, they'll mail it to you. It's basically like Amazon, you know? So lulu.com is like Amazon. You type in poetry and paint.
See, man, he giving y'all free knowledge, man. Like, these free gems he giving y'all, man. So y'all need to tap in, man. He's not called TheWriteWarrior for a reason, man. He giving y'all free knowledge. And follow him, man. Support him, man. Support both our movements, man. We're not asking for much, man. We're just asking y'all to just support the cause so we continue to spread this message, man. You know, it's 2023, man. We just thankful and we're grateful that y'all are here with us, man. I think TheWriteWarrior having a little technical problem. I'm gonna continue to keep it going, man. Like this brother is amazing, man. Like, he only not just published the calendar with his daughter, but like, he not to put you a plan together. If you want the book, or you're trying to turn your book into a script or whatever, you just trying to get them thoughts on paper. Like, he can put you a plan together. He can tell you how to monetize. He can tell you how to get the promotion. He can tell you how to make it happen, man. Like, he can tell you how to make it happen. He can give you a good plan, like, take yourself to the next level, man. But my man's is back, man. Go ahead, brother, man. Continue to share what the knowledge you got. This.
Yeah. I actually realized what was happening, man. Whenever the phone falls asleep, I lose connection, but I'm backing it. I'm going to keep tapping in so they know I'm tapped in. Let's go. So one of the things we did, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I want to encourage a culture to do what it do. So like on the calendar tip, perspicacity, you know what I'm saying? And peremptory and exercise, you know, and luminescence, you know what I'm saying? Because we made it for kids too. You know, so if you got a kid, 10, 11-year-old, you know what I'm saying, and they flip to a new month, they're like, Mama, Papa, what's that word? And you're like, hey, you got Google, you got dictionary, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Because we wait sometimes too long to let our children get involved in business or to get involved in, learning about words. And then when they go in front of a courtroom or when they go in front of a contract, they don't know what's going on because they're not familiar with these big words. You know what I'm saying? They're not familiar with how Latin prefixes and suffixes make up these words, and any word you can break it down. By the way, let me drop this nugget real quick. Stop making children feel bad for being nerds. You hear me now?
Bro, let me say something, bro. I just want to put this out there, bro. I'm cool.
Let's go.
But on the low, I was a nerd. I know how to do so much stuff, bro. I'm not ashamed to say I was a nerd, bro. I just was street sport and books. Like, that was good. It was balanced out. That's why I know how to do a lot of stuff. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for my life, my talents, to speak to the masses, because I realize even though we're not there with the person actually, and they gonna hear it through their speaker or through their phone or AirPlug, so we gonna be there with them if in their car driving, they jogging, whatever. So walk floor back, bro. Tell them, like, man, I need to hear this, man.
Listen, I have a book that's coming out, man. Matter of fact, I got tons of books that's coming out. And one of the books, it talks about how when we were growing up, we were either judged or we were pushed in a certain direction because of either your skin color or because your neighborhood or because of how you spoke or who your parents were. When the fact is, you being you is the greatest asset you have. I don't care if you like chocolate ice cream with your potato chips. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you like to, read a book, with a flashlight. It doesn't matter if you're one of those persons who just like to get down and watch like news at 5 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter. You be you. You know what I'm saying? Because the culture needs everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can contribute, once it's in positivity, once it's in love, once it's in encouragement for your fellow people, the culture needs you, fam. You know what I'm saying? So back to the book writing. So here we go. One of the things I always have a strong stance against is what we call writer's block. You know what I mean? So if you're on writer's block and you're circling, you're basically looking for someone, or you're trying to find a way to park your car. You know what I'm saying? Depending where you live, parking spots are hard to find. But ain't it funny? The one time when you stop looking for that person, the one time you're not looking for the parking spot, there go the parking spot right there in front of the store for you. There go that person you're looking for right there walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is when it comes to writing. Writing is about not chasing it, not pushing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you get writer's block, it's because you either gave yourself a deadline, some kind of arbitrary time frame that your body and your mind is not falling in line with, or you're stressed out with something else low key and it's still bothering you where it's preventing your creativity from coming out. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. If you have writer's block, first of all, pack your bags and get off that block. You don't need to be there. Go to another neighborhood, right? And here's how you do it. Get a piece of paper. Here, Beth. You get a piece of paper and you put it down in front of you with a pen or with a pencil or marker, and you start to describe what you can see. As simple as that. This is one of the methods you use to reignite your writing and your creativity. You know what I'm saying? You describe the chair, describe what you're wearing, a blue shirt with gray slacks. You just go through that list and just describe stuff. If that don't work, and it should, they need to take some time and go on ahead and get you some meditation in. Get you some prayer time with Jesus Christ himself and just figure out where your spirituality is at. Because here's the thing, they refuse to acknowledge, and by they, I mean the music industry, the television industry. They know it's true, but they don't want you to know it. It's a spiritual world, fam. I dare you to deny that. It's a spiritual world. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through has a spiritual component that you have to be aware of and that you have to address. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, then everything else, all your gifts, all opportunities will come out. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until your booty shaking music becomes a Grammy record, winning album, and then you go up on stage and say, thank God for this gift, thank God for this album, when you could be thanking God from the get-go, when you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you do impacts other people, impacts the culture. You know what I'm saying? So just be yourself, represent for yourself, and know that whatever you do, just do your best at it. And don't let writer's block stop you. Just take your time, write some description, describe what you see, do some meditation and prayer, and get back on your grind.
And brother, I'm glad you said that, because I used to deal with writer's block, and it's funny you shared that, because we had this talk. Like before I came up with this strategy, and remember I told you my strategy, once I came up with the title and the chapters, it made it easy for me. But like I used to just think, like, how can I get started? How can I get the first word on the paper? Like, how can I had writer blocks. Like, don't get me wrong, when you juggling with so many things in your memory at one time in your mind, you come against that block. But I like how you said, pack that bag up and get off that block.
Come on now.
When I came up with that strategy, brother, like, long as I got the top name of the chapter, is gonna be easy. Cause everything starts in the mind. Once you get it in the mind, that's
Facts.
why we need to speak more on mental health for men and men. Like,
ooh, let's go, fam.
Because we deal with it too. We go through it too mentally. But that's gonna be for another real talk. We're not gonna bring it here, but to women, ladies, females, we go through it too.
Come on now. But listen, hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. We're gonna touch on that real quick though. Real quick. So when a man is vulnerable, that's also his strength. You know what I'm saying? So we're not playing the shell game. We're not playing the shell game with our mental health. We're going to tell you from now, listen, I'm in a fragile place, or listen, I need some time to get my thoughts together, or listen, I'm a little hot right now, a little emotional, a little angry. Let me get like 5-10 minutes, calm down, and put myself back in the right place again to continue the conversation or to deal with the situation. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? As men, we got to keep our cool when we're dealing with the police, when we're dealing with the supervisor, when we're dealing with our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we were designed and built to be aggressive and to go to get things done. So you got to know yourself, number one. And number two, don't be afraid to say, hey, listen, you know what? This is a little stressful conversation we're having right now. You know, I'm not running away from it, but I just need a break for 5 minutes just to compose myself, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you lost someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, dealing with grief takes some time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to say, hey, listen, I'm not there mentally right now. I'm kind of tired, had a long day. Or even, listen, I'm in pain right now. You know what I'm saying? I lost my Mima, whatever the case may be. And I just need to, you know, take some me time and just settle myself, whatever. Don't be afraid to admit vulnerability, because in your vulnerability is your strength. Let's go.
Exactly. The vulnerability is your strength. I like how you said that, brother. Like, cause that's when I'm gonna go back to writer block. I'm gonna tie writer's block into this. Let me take writers back, throw them back up, and spit them back out. Writer's block. I'm gonna tie this in what you said.
Let's go.
We need that time to relax when we're not feeling good mentally. Because if we don't have that time when we're going through something mentally, when we dealing, we just probably want a few minutes to go meditate and whatever you got to do. Get in the probably get into the person of the universe, God, Allah, whatever you serve. It don't really. We're not just talking about. We're just talking about getting back to the peace of mind, a peaceful mindset. But if you're not, that writer blocks kick in. That's when you can't really focus, or whether it's writing, a sermon, or right. Whatever you writing, because you're thinking about this situation when that situation could have been handled with care. If you would have just let me calm down, relax, meditate, woosah, smoke a blunt, whatever.
Facts.
Would have been good. But you got anything to say, add to that, brother?
Oh, definitely. So one of the things, we on the mental health part again, how it ties into with being creative and being productive is you got to be able to control the situation and know when to let go at the same time. Exactly. What I mean by that is, for example, you know, if you ever been pulled over by the police, you know, number one thing is you gotta stay. Come on now. You got to stay in control of your situation. You know what I'm saying? You put the windows down, put your hands up high, you know what I'm saying? You talk calm, answer the questions, whatever the case may be. And the same for every aspect of your life. Just because that's a physical thing, that don't mean the rule doesn't apply as a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? You're at work and you got some deadlines, you got a couple of projects due, you got a coworker who's not pulling their weight. You know what I'm saying? And then you know you're going to have to pick up the slack, a couple extra hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just strategize and just put your act together and just stay in control of what you can control, which is your reactions, your immediate environment, and how much energy you output. And that's how we deal with things. You know what I'm saying? And some things you can't control, then that's okay. Just let it go.
Just let it go. But sometimes, look, like you said, some things you can't control. That's why you got to learn how to react or respond. If you learn how to respond to situations, you probably get the results the outcome you're looking for. But every time you react to a situation, you're going to get the results you're not looking for. Go back to mentally, be at peace, and you just, stop reacting to situations, whether you get pulled up, because they didn't get behind me plenty of times, but I'm so legit, they can't do nothing. They can't touch me.
Facts. Let's go.
I'm not saying all police officers are bad, but I know there's some bad ones out there. And we're going to change this subject. I'm not even for to go there. But mentally, we got to be in a peaceful state of mind so we can use our creativity, use our imaginations, write books for our kids, continue to spread this message through these podcasts, so we continue to touch these masses, man, touch these families, man. Like, it don't matter what you going through, y'all. It's 2023, man. Y'all better get up, put your head up, put a smile on your face, and realize y'all still here, y'all made it, and y'all.
Amen. Come on now.
Because, man, something y'all are special, man. Like, for real, like, y'all need to work on y'all mentally. And if you got anything you creating, make sure that you in a peaceful state of mind so you won't get writer blocks. That's, I call it, man.
Come on now. And also, don't forget, man, when you're writing, right, and when you're in that space, you got to make sure you monitor your energy level, you know, because guess what? Folks are just figuring out right now that being on social media, for example, and just watching videos does make you tired. It does take energy from you. Now, you're having fun. You're watching a nice, you know, kitten and baby playing, or some bloopers or some reels or whatever. You're having fun, but the very act of you engaging and watching something is taking energy from you. You know, much more when you sit down with a pen or with a paintbrush, you know, or you go in the studio, fam, all that takes energy from you. So you got to make sure you can replenish the energy, and you got to monitor it. Sometimes you're just too tired to think. Sometimes you just don't have that wellspring of creativity within you because you're drained. You know what I'm saying? So you got to monitor the energy level before you sit down and grab the pen. Let's go.
You know what? That's what I do too, monetize that energy, because, like, I'm knowing I need to be sleep, bro. Like, and I'm talking about this been, look, I'm sure this been many of my real talks I did, less energy. Like, I don't know, like, how I was just going. I be going, bro, but I be knowing I need to go to sleep. Like,
yeah.
But it be them nights, or I just be like, I'm finna go to sleep. But it's like, soon I get that rest, it's like soon I pop back up, it be time to go, bro. Because I got my mind got that rested need. It don't matter if it can be a power nap, if it can be a power nap, 2-hour nap. You gotta go. But I know they say you gotta get 8 hours of sleep so you can rejuvenate, reset mentally,
and function properly. That's correct.
Yeah. So, man, we need to. I don't do it all out there since I said it. We need to start getting that good sleep, man, so we can do the great reset, so we can use our creativity and not get writer's block. Whether we writing, like I say, writing, we can just get any type of block that don't belong. If we don't belong on that block, whether you're writing, you're singing, get off. You're doing backflips, whatever you're doing, you're a basketball player, whatever you're doing, you know, you on that block. Outfit block, man, like my man said, pack that bag up and get it.
Come on now.
23, man. We gotta go in there, man. We gotta go in there for ourselves, man. We gotta just stay focused, man, and continue to be great.
That's a fact. It's 2003. Come on now. We've made it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let me drop this real quick too. And I always say, so one of the things I do podcast guest by honorarium, you know, and if you don't know, if no one knows what honorarium is, look it up. But basically what it is like this. If you like what you're hearing right now, okay, whatever number you want to think about, put that number in your head, then split it 2 ways. Send half to me, Cash App TheWriteWarrior, and then send half to Blue. Come on now. He right here. Because everything counts, you know what I'm saying? When a man build a platform and he put his time in, his energy in, you know what I'm saying? If you got the funds, send it. If you don't have the funds, cool. But whatever you do, we want you to take this knowledge and use it. You got to apply it. If you don't apply it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're just watching a TV show. You're waiting for the commercial break.
Can I share this acronym? Can I share an acronym? This acronym called... It's from... a podcast, a YouTube channel. I used to follow this guy when I was with this company. And he said, LART, L-A-R-T. He said, if you learn something, you apply it to yourself, you get the results you want, you teach it to someone. You learn it, you apply it, get the results, teach it to somebody else. So you heard what he said, man. Y'all want to continue to spread this message, man. To overseas, man. It don't hurt to give up. And I don't ask for nothing, man. But I want to this love off because I love y'all. I do this for y'all. Like I said on my live, I don't care if I have to do 1,000 videos. I'm gonna continue to just Cash App 1C money capital BREW 33. And thank y'all. It don't matter what y'all saying. I'm grateful. Thank y'all. Anything you got to add, brother?
Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm going to drop 2 things real quick. If you are doing any kind of business, any kind of hobby, thinking about going serious, even to write a book, you got to make a business plan. Go online. You could go to your local Chamber of Commerce website, to the Small Business Bureau, you know, the federal government, Small Business Association, whatever. All of those places usually have like a template. It's like a 5-6 page document. And it has the outlines for what you need to put together for a small business plan. It's not for them, it's for you. That small business plan, I'm telling you what it does. That small business plan allows you to document how you want to execute your dreams. It's kind of like, okay, we all know what a vision board is, right? You put your pictures up of what you want, where you want to travel, who you want to meet, everything. Now, the business plan does you what your vision board does for your vision. The business plan allows you to take your creativity, your skill, your talent, whatever you're doing. I'm like, okay, you put it down exactly. You write down, okay, how much money I'm gonna spend, how I'm gonna make my money in using this company, using this model. Who do I need with me? What kind of team do I need to put together? You know, what kind of time frame, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? You know, how do I measure success in this environment? Okay, do I have any competition? You know what I'm saying? Where do I want to take this? You know, what's the next step? Next year, how much money should I have made? How much money am I investing? Like, all that is just for you. You could be knitting. You could be writing books. You could be selling sneakers and socks out the back of your trunk of your car. It doesn't matter. Put you together a small business plan so you can see what you're doing.
Exactly. That's good. Like that's like digital. So that's useful. Like, cause I know we have a lot of people that's very savvy with the technology. A lot of people don't really like sitting down and writing stuff, but a lot on their phones, because we living in a phone and iPad and tablet generation. So
of course.
Good. Thank you, like, for sharing that information. Like, cause I'm learning too. Like, you know, after this over, you know, we're gonna have to chop it up more, cause I'm learning that stuff. Look, y'all, it's 2023, and they don't call this man the Right Warrior for nothing, man. This man be
let's go
gems, man. Like, he can put you a plan together, man, that'll knock your socks off. Like, man, anything else you need to share, the Right Warrior?
Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. I've been holding back for the past 6 months. I've been building my network, working on some projects. I'm gonna tell you what's coming out. I got a couple of books coming out. Okay.
Come on, you heard.
So I want y'all to understand, these books are for the culture. These books are about emotional trauma, books about the Caribbean culture, books about dealing with children and parenting, books about Christianity, sexual abuse, those kind of situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, from a practical man's point of view. Then I'm working on a graphic novel. Yeah, you heard me, graphic novel. You know, it's gonna be something where you can pick it up, you can read it, you can enjoy the storyline. There's gonna be a book that goes along with it. So if you just want to get into the book itself, you can do so. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have more content, more material. I have volume 2 of Pinecones and Spaceships coming out also. The first volume, beautiful hardcover, is about.
Told you, man, he not playing, man. You see how this man is working, man. Then he's still making time and do constellations, man. He got so much work, stuff he's doing in 2023, man. I don't think he have a set date, but you just heard what he's coming out, man. And he still take the time, man, to help others, man, come up with business plans, man. That's why I'm excited to bring this brother on, man. Brother on the Owl app, like, and we just connected. Like, you know how you just meet somebody and you just know, like, you can be around this person, you just know you can deal with this person. And that's just like how it was when I met bro. Like, it's just like, I know I can trust bro. I know I can associate with bro. And I don't even say association with. I'm like, I'm knowing it's like family, somebody I can build with, like network with, man. But this, they don't call him the Right Warrior for no reason.